I feel like we've done so much and have tried every option for my child, but we still feel stuck in the same place. Now, this heartbreaking confession from a desperate mom during a recent consultation in our office echoes the frustration felt by countless parents today. Because you've been to numerous doctors and specialists, you've explored various medications, a ton of therapies, and even dove deep into holistic approaches, but yet your child continues to struggle with the same health challenges week after week, month after month, year after year. And despite all of the advances in modern medicine and the explosion of alternative therapies available today, children's health in the US has significantly deteriorated from 2007 to 2023. We're seeing unprecedented levels of chronic illness, of behavioral challenges, and developmental delays in kids, highlighting the need to identify the root causes of this fundamental decline. What if I told you that the key to finally breaking through this exhausting cycle isn't found in doing more, but actually in doing less? What if the missing piece isn't another therapy, another supplement, another detox, or an intervention, but instead lies in addressing the one foundational system that controls everything else within your child's body, their nervous system? This is a trend that we're seeing more and more in practice. Parents are arriving with binders full of test results, of supplement protocols that require multiple alarms throughout the day, and therapy schedules that would make any CEO jealous. Yet despite this incredible investment of time and energy and resources, their children remain stuck with the same core challenges. The reality is that many families are experiencing what we call intervention fatigue. They've tried everything from the specialized diets to cutting-edge therapies to expensive supplements to intensive programs, but nothing seems to create the lasting changes that they're desperately seeking. This isn't because the parents aren't dedicated enough or because the interventions are inherently wrong. It's because they're building on a foundation that isn't stable enough to support real and lasting change. So parents, let's first understand why the nervous system is the master controller. Your child's nervous system serves as the central command center, coordinating every major system and process within their bodies, from digestion to immunity to emotional regulation and to learning. And when this intricate communication network becomes imbalanced and dysregulated, the ripple effects are profound and wide-reaching, affecting everything from their sleep patterns to their behavioral responses. Think about it like trying to run a complex orchestra when the conductor is overwhelmed and confused, maybe even sleeping. Even the most talented musicians can't perform their best without clear and coordinated direction. Let's talk about the red flags of nervous system dysfunction. Now, common signs that your child's nervous system is overloaded include things like disruptive sleep patterns, digestive stress and bowel issues, frequent illnesses and allergies, sensory processing difficulties, emotional outbursts that are much larger than most parents think is normal, hyperactivity, developmental delays, or big regressions with no inherent reason as to why. These aren't separate and unrelated issues that each need their own specialist. They're all branches of the same tree with nervous system dysfunction at its root. Because when you peel back the layers behind complex conditions and all of those diagnosis acronyms, nervous system dysfunction is often the common denominator connecting everything all together. Now parents, this is how the perfect storm derails the nervous system and its development early. Now through extensive research and the clinical observations, we see three key factors that disrupt nervous system wiring from the very beginning. The first is prenatal stress and maternal anxiety that shapes the baby's developing neurological baseline while still in the womb. The second is birth interventions and trauma such as C-sections, forceps, or vacuum delivery and prolonged labor. The physical strain that impacts the delicate nerve connections, particularly within our neck and our brainstem areas. And then there's the early pharmaceutical and chemical exposures, including antibiotics and environmental toxins that disrupt the crucial brain-gut connection during the most critical developmental periods. And parents, here's why building on a dysregulated foundation leads to frustration. Now, this cumulative stress overload leaves your child's nervous system stuck in chronic survival mode, a state of sympathetic fight or flight reactivity instead of the calm, connected, parasympathetic state needed for growth, healing, and restoration. Just like a plant in a garden, the rocky, dry soil So just like trying to plant a garden in rocky or dry soil, or building a house on unstable sand, just like trying to plant a garden in rocky or dry soil, or even building a house on unstable sand, layering endless supplements and dietary changes and therapies onto a dysregulated nervous system foundation often results in uphill battles with minimal lasting rewards. Because when the nervous system is stuck in survival mode, your child's body is primarily focused on protection rather than healing, making it so much harder for other interventions to take hold and create lasting change. Now, the infamous Bruce Lipton shared this same thing. You cannot be in growth and protection at the same time, meaning our body is not going to heal and learn and grow when it's stuck in threat and survival mode. So here's how prioritizing neurological care creates efficiency and better results. Because an adaptable and well-integrated nervous system serves as the foundation that allows all other body systems to function the way they were designed to work. As the resiliency of the nervous system grows, it creates more slack in the rope for opportunity to handle stress and challenges and transitions with more ease. Now, through gentle, customized pediatric chiropractic care guided by objective neurological scans like the Insight scans, we can actually provide specific input to calm overactive stress responses and help to reboot the brain's ability to regulate all other interconnected systems. Now, when the nervous system functions properly, children benefit from better relaxation, improved sensory processing, enhanced gut, brain, and immune communication, a balanced stress response, accelerated motor and language development, greater emotional stability, and increased resilience to stressors and demands of everyday life. If you've thrown the book, yet the whole library at your child's struggles, and have tried every supplement or therapy under the sun to help your child no longer struggle, and you have run into plateau after plateau or no improvement at all, it's time to check the foundation of how your child's body heals by assessing the health of their nervous system. So to schedule to learn more about our neurological insight scans, click the link in our bio to learn more, or call our office to talk to a mom who has faced the same thing as you to be able to help get your child and your family back on track.